Hello everyone, it's Sarah here from Happy Hands UK, back again with my new stamps. I've had a play around. First of all, I have made them deeper. As you can see, this was the original size. Focus. This is the original size. So it's more than double where it was. So that's that. The other thing that I did was when I measured this, I actually got it wrong. I put it in the wrong bracket for size as far as postage goes. Now when I package up your letters, I have this little tool which measures for me my package, and it needs to fit through. So here is a package that you would get, being careful not to show the address, but it has to go through this for it to be in this bracket. So even with this lying down, it's not going to go in. It's too big. It's too big. So I've had to make this skinnier. So I've not yet tested if this is going to be substantial enough, but it cannot be any bigger than this for it to fit in an envelope and go through the letterbox, because this is the size of package that I have to try and stick to. So I have to consider that whenever I'm designing any tool. Otherwise the postage costs just elevate. So this is a letter. This is the cheapest. Obviously I can't make it that small. This is the next size up, and then it goes to a proper parcel size, which is really big, massive. So it has to go through here. So that I need to test. So I have the new handle, which doesn't look quite as good, I don't think, and this was a little bit fancier, but I had to thin it down. So that's that. I'm hoping it's still going to be as comfortable and as easy to use. It still feels really sturdy. Yeah. And then, like I say, I have made these deeper. I've also had a look at this pattern. This was the snowflake type, and I found that the clay got stuck in these holes, which I've now eliminated. I can't find the old one. I don't know where I put it. It's got lost in the abyss of the desk. All I did was take away some of the lines, and then it looked a bit burst, so I added a little ball in there just to give it some more focal in the middle, so it's not plain Jane. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip up some clay. I want to test this one because this one is the one that's different. The rest are all the same. So yeah, there's 4 patterns. The rest are all the same. This one is just slightly different. I just do want to test how this comes out. But also I want to see if it's good for pushing right down into the clay, as these are now a little bit deeper. Let me see how deep I've managed to get this now. So that's about 1 centimetre now, whereas before it was 1/2 centimetre, so I've doubled it. I won't be able to go much bigger for the fact that it's got to go in the packaging and sit nicely between the envelope, as well as, you know, the invoice and stuff that I put in the letter as well. So that's about the biggest I'm going to be able to do it. So I will meet you back in a short while, and we'll see how this one turns out. See you soon. Okay, so I'm all set. I've chosen pale pink, although next to these pinks it looks white, but it's actually Fimo soft pale pink. Raspberry, Fimo soft, silver Fimo, and metallic Cernit, and this one is pink gold. That's this one. Okay, so I've used the largest of my set of 3 squares just to cut out some squares. So I'm gonna just make a little pile, and I'm gonna go with the pale pink, then the metallic pink, then the raspberry, and then the silver. These are rolled out on a 3, by the way, and then I'm going to repeat that. So this, I'm hoping I'll be able to do a Mokume Gane with this little block. Rather than just a thin, let me just see, oops, get the right one. See, now I'm not sure if it's worth doing that, because if you can see, it will only go halfway down before it butts up to this. So I'm going to take those off and do the same as we did in the last video. Let's just move these to one side. I'm going to pop this through the pasta machine on the thicker setting. So that's a 0, but I'm just going to open it a little bit more. If you go past your 0, it'll open it slightly more, just so I can get the fattest setting. And I'm going to pop that through. So that will then give us this, and then I'm going to chop that in half, roughly, and pop those together. Okay. That'll do it. Now, I had a lady message me. I had no idea about this, about Johnson's baby powder. Apparently causing a lot of women some cervical cancer. Now, I've not got rid of this. I haven't got anything else to use. I don't know if anybody else has heard about this. I was totally clueless about it. I did do some research. I did some searches on YouTube. And it causes cervical cancer because there is asbestos in the talc. Very minute amounts of asbestos. And the reason that women are getting cervical cancer is apparently because they use it on the personal bits to make themselves drier, or if they're chafing and things like that down below. So I don't think I'm going to get cervical cancer from actually using it like this. But I'm not sure whether I want to continue using it either. You know, risk is a risk, isn't it? But for now I'm going to have to, because I've got nothing else. So I'll just be careful not to breathe it in. But yeah, I was very shocked about it, to be honest. So I was putting a bit on. And I will use this one with the new handle. Let's move those out of the way. I'm going to pop this down the centre because I want to see what the whole pattern looks like. And give it a push. I might have to stand up for this. I've left my clay a little bit because I had to nip out, so it's not soft anymore. Push. We're down. Okay. At least nothing stuck this time, so that's mission accomplished. Sorting that out. So let me just brush this away very quickly. I didn't put very much on anyway. Okay, so push it all back in. And rolling pin. Let's give it a little roll. Get off. As usual, I'm very unprepared. I'm getting dippier by the day, to be honest. Everything always seems to be done in such a rush. I'll roll my sleeves up. Push it all back together. This looks very flowery. Flowery. Okay, so again, I'm going to shave it because it's not much of a block. So I would have liked for that to be filled. I'm wondering whether to stuff it with a bit more silver. I don't really want holes going through my slices. I'm not going to be able to get it together, so let's pop a little worm in there. There we go. Let's open up a little bit with me paintbrush and pop it in. There we go. Fill the hole up. Sorry for the clanging. I'm just rushing because I'm up very early in the morning. I've got 6 o'clock. I've got to be at the market for 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm up about 5. And it is now 8:25 in the evening. And I'd like to have a read before I go to sleep, so I want to try and get to bed about 9 o'clock. Which is very difficult for me. I'm a night owl, so it's really difficult getting to bed early. Right. Just going to burnish that a little bit. Right, I'm going to wipe my blade so it's nice and clean. And let's see how this goes. Hoping it's going to stick to the surface still. It's a nice clean cut. Oh, that's pretty. I'm glad I put that gold in the middle. It kind of sets it off, doesn't it? This is a flower. It's not a snowflake anymore. It's got to be a flower, isn't it? It looks like a flower. Right, I'm going to turn it round because it's more wedged here. It's thicker on this side. Let's move him up to one side. These colours are fabulous as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's come out lovely. Just have to burnish that centre bit. I want to go this side, turn it over. I'm just going to squish it back in. Just so it's all kind of level. Excuse my thumb, a finger. I had an accident and this is a sore finger. Should have put a plaster on it. had a wee accident with a trolley and cut my knuckle. Okay, so give this a slice. It was a very thin slice. Let's turn that round. Oh, I actually really am in love with this. That hole looks quite good actually. So there we have it. I'm not going to do very much with this. Like I say, I've not really got much time tonight. I just wanted to test, well, the handle, really, to see if the handle was still substantial enough to get a grip hold of, and it is. And I wanted to just retest this because it's a different pattern. Like I say, I've chopped some of it off and added this ball. So the others are the same. They're the old ones. Yeah, they're the old ones. So they're the same. So there's this line pattern, the sun pattern, the flower, and then we've got another flower, haven't we now? I don't know. What shall we call them? Answers on a postcard. But there you are. I mean, I think they work brilliantly. I am going to put them in the shop with the new handle. I'm going to put them on Etsy. That's what I'm going to do. I need to get my Etsy profile up. So I will put them on Etsy for you. I'll figure out the pricing and the postage and stuff like that. I am going to sell this handle separate. Just for a couple of quid. And you only need to buy one then, don't you? Unless you want to buy one for each, it's entirely up to you. But the choice is there for you. Also saves product as well, doesn't it? You know, the environment and all that. If you need one handle per, was a good idea by some of the subscribers suggested selling the handles separate. So that's what I'll do. Handle's going to be separate, and these are all going to be separate on Etsy, and the link will be down below. So there we have it. I'm just so happy with that. It's amazing. If I get them done, I'll use these for this listing. I'll make something out of it. But I love it. Absolutely love it. Beautiful. Okay, so anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're all happy with my new product, and that you want to give it a try. And I will see you very, 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 very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.